it's Keith at Schneider Farms, and we are out here today in our perennial garden. And we have a lot of people interested in perennials anymore. And the thing about perennials is you don't have to plant them every year, which is great. They look nice. The bad thing about them is they don't flower, and just because they're a perennial doesn't mean they're maintenance free. So if you want to keep your perennials looking good, there's a little bit of maintenance to them. So today we're going to talk about what to do when they're done flowering. And I've got some geraniums here, I've got some coral bells right here. So what you want to do is you got a bunch of dead stuff up here, and it doesn't take very long, but it's really a necessary thing to do. And just come in and down below the foliage, which is a key thing, these are just kind of pulling out, is you want to cut them off down low. What happens is a lot of people just want to cut them off here, and then you'll have a bunch of dead stems sticking up later. So get them down below the foliage to hide the dead stems, and it will look a lot better. Same thing with the heuchera. It's not like most of these are grown for the flower, so they don't have a very long flower time. But what you want to do is just reach down under the foliage and cut them out down low, trying not to cut any of the leaves. And coral bells or heuchera are mostly grown for the foliage anyway, so getting rid of these flowers is only going to make them look a lot better. And you can already see how much cleaner this thing's looking. And when you get rid of these flowers, it's going to give the plant more energy to fill in with some more foliage and look great for the rest of the year. One more thing real quick over here. I've got some lamb's ear, which just grows about anywhere, but we have dry shade here, so we have it. And it looks a little, I don't know, kind of rough when it's done flowering. So we want to cut all these flower stems off, and that'll force some new foliage to grow in here, and some nice fresh foliage. It'll have that nice fuzzy gray look to it. And really any perennial that starts to look bad, starts to look old, has the dead flowers on top, don't be afraid to get the pruners out and get rid of them. And remember, if it's a stalk, like a stem, always cut it way down low to get rid of it. If you cut it off high, you still have a dead stem sticking up. So even though they're perennials, they come back every year, they're great, we love them. There's still a little bit of work to them, a little bit of maintenance to them to keep them looking good for you all summer long. And just a couple tips to keep your perennials looking good. We'll see you in the greenhouse.